So Justin and I are about to play a game of Reinar versus Prism. And now he's going to walk us through his decision making. We're going to make this as fair and as honest as possible. We're going to play like we're trying to kill each other. And so we're each going to sideboard. We're each going to take this very seriously. I'm not going to, and we're going to see how this game goes because it is a very, very challenging matchup as a Reinar player. I'm not going to lie. It is very challenging. It is very difficult, and he is going to test me to the absolute maximum of my ability. So on my, see, going first against Prism is such a terrifying thought because if you waste your action points here, he might just aura drop me. So I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm gonna play a card for my next turn, and then honestly, I'm gonna Arsenal pass because if he gets double aura here, I'm in a lot of trouble. And you can see by him not letting me pass immediately. His first turn was good. Oh my goodness.
So here, there's some really interesting choices. I gotta think for a second. So notably in this matchup, I am running reds. In every other aura matchup, I don't play a single red, but because of the way Brute is, I take the risk of running this one here. But I think so. You would think you want to put this in Arsenal immediately, but I think it's too early. It's too early to be committing my Arsenal to that. I might lose it to one of his many Arsenal disruptions, and I just don't have the soul to really make that worth it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play the first AL because it's gonna waste his agility might, and it's gonna get it in graveyard, which is extremely important. Is getting the first one into graveyard.
Yep. So killed my agility play immediately. Now I run the risk of rolling a 1 on Scabskins. So really, really interesting. This is why Prism's so dangerous, right? Because now I'm already faced with the fact that like if I roll a 1 here, I lose the game probably. But if I just attack Arclight Sentinel, like he might just do something stupid, right? So we have a 1 in 36 chance because of Gambler's Gloves, but actually we really truly don't have a 1 in 36 chance because he's also running it. You'll see the tech over here on the screen. And if we roll a 1 here, we lose. But I think we go for it because 1 in 36 times the secondary chance is actually not that bad.
So we should mention with the Gambler's Gloves, when both players have Gambler's Gloves, you always have the advantage. Let's say you roll a 1 here. I'm obviously, you put mine first. I'm obviously never going to reroll that. And then you get to, so you have your Gambler's Gloves to full capacity. And if you roll 5 or 6, you still put mine first because I'm going to reroll it. And then you can then pop yours if you really want to.
So it's actually a really interesting thing here that most players don't know is that Gambler's Gloves is a replacement effect. So on this screen right here, in an actual game, right, my 2 is going to go onto the table, and then I have the chance, and he has the chance to reroll my roll. But if he chooses, so in a normal game, I could choose the priority window here, and if he ignores it, he can't react for the rest of the turn. I'm not going to do it. So I think that actually Talishar a lot of the time is wrong in this situation. So now, you know, like my choice is very clear. I'm going to kill Arclight Sentinel. But I run the risk right now of getting destroyed.
Back and
Sorry, what?
Right. Talishar does handle it wrong, but if we just pass back and forth and we know how the ruling works, then we can always resolve it the correct way.
So basically the way it works is I can make it so my decision supersedes his decision here, right? And there's a Genesis, so I just got punished into the absolute floor. What did you pitch?
So I'm pitching an Arclight and a Tome here. It's just there are these hands where there's too much of a good thing. So like I just can't make anything happen with Genesis Arclight Tome except for potentially play the Tome and try to play both the Arclight and Genesis. But then if you just roll Scabs and you kill them both, I get nothing. Yeah. So I'd rather the Arclight back in the deck and guarantee a soul trigger here.
Yep. Genesis on the table, and then is another very clearly defined. So here's another risk window, right? Like, so I kill Genesis without rolling Scabs. There is a possibility he runs his instance and then I fall further behind. But to be honest, even if it's something really stupid, it's going to take his entire turn. So here, I don't think really rolling is worth it. And my hand is you'll see what I'm about to overpitch. So I'm going to kill Genesis. Over pitching. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm trying to find Bloodrush Bellows. So I want 2 cards out of my hand, even though it's a waste of an entire turn. Game state remains neutral, in my opinion. And he's still a Spectral Shield ahead, technically. But I'm filtering my hand a little bit. Oh, okay. I hate this card. So now we run the risk of... I mean, honestly, at this point in time, I don't think there's really much of a risk. There's not very many got you cards he could play right now. Like, he can't really summon his -1 on demand, I don't think. He doesn't have Anti-Phantasm. So I think Spectra is fine.
I can Halo for
You
Triumph.
could. But I mean, like, it's so early.
It is. I almost think I do think it's kind of worth it at this point though, but to be totally honest, I just simply don't have a Herald in my hand, which is really unfortunate.
And
I
then
think I would have done it.
there goes my arsenal. It sucks. I mean, like, even if you did there though, oh, okay. We're just continuing the pain train. Cool.
This is a little risky to just throw out one aura because like I've dealt no damage. I have 1 card in soul. You just keep killing my auras, but I do want to slow you down. I think maybe I should have not played that there. I think I should have arsenaled it since I already took 2 cards away from your turn.
I mean, like, yeah, going back to the point of like you could have triumphed me there, but like there goes one of your biggest tools in my anti-Rhinar strategy. So like if I got that out of the way early, like you would have drawn 2 cards there, but I have 40 health.
Well, what would have really happened there was I'd get the 2nd card in soul, which is very important because that means the angel can flip and get the effect. And I would have gotten rebirth, and there's already an Arclight in my arsenal or in my graveyard. So I would have been very set up from that point on. True. I think it might have been worth it in that scenario if I had a Herald at all. I didn't.
So you'll see once again, just killing the, I'm taking this matchup really slow right now. Like I'm a pretty big fan of taking Prism slow as a Rhinar player. Like I don't have the pressure to really like kill 32 health that fast. And here comes the pain train, right? So anti-phantasm card. I don't really have very many tools right now to deal with it. I don't have my 6s. So here's where we're just going to decide that like an armor piece is worth the percent chance that he has the +2 in his hand. And here's where the problem begins again. Okay, so double anti-phantasm. He's set up. He has an arsenal. He's pulling ahead right now. He knows that now I have this weird choice of like just attacking him, probably for 6. Or I can roll for scabs and go for the double claw, which I'm more than willing to do right now. So it's up to him. He's not going to waste it. Most likely. Okay, so I'm going to get my 6 value off of blue, the Rhinar special. Now we run the risk again, so I can pop Tunic here, claw again, and get my 6 value off of a Scabskins roll. Or I can pass in case he has a Genesis, but I'm going to go for it. I don't know. Oh, Talishar.
Oh,
Talishar logic here. So I'm running the risk right now by giving up my action point. He didn't have it, so we're fine. But I mean, like that could have been kind of bad there. So we run the risk once again. We are going to... Okay, you guys can't really see my hand, but very interesting decision to make here, actually. One of my most powerful cards. I'm going to block with it because it's not a Herald of Triumph. Okay, so he's just once again shutting us entirely down. Super cool. Yep.
This play takes my entire hand to do, but it's like really important to get cards in soul and the Figment on board.
So we're going to pitch stack here. Very dangerous play. I really like the value. Fatigue against Prism. Make him play a harder game. Merciless is just so many cards in soul that we can't really risk. He already has 2 in soul, which is like not the best scenario, but do we claw or do we attack? We probably preserve. So we're gonna pitch. So we're pitch stacking now. You see an Alpha Rampage next to a Barraging Beatdown. That means we have an endgame closer in.
Oh, this is fascinating. So I get to do something cool here because the Merciful is going to turn on Vestige for me. I actually get to do this play without committing Halo, and I'm going to play Arclight and flip over Erudition.
Ooh, we're in a lot of trouble.
Which I was going to pop Halo to do this play, but because Merciful puts itself in the soul, I actually get to preserve Halo for better plays going.
So now we're in a lot of trouble. He draws 2.
My Talus. lot.
So life at 37 versus 27 is not super important. We care a lot more about the next card. And we care a lot more about being able to kill 2 cards at the same time. So, really interestingly here, I don't have the resources, so I need to find resources. Okay. I need to find resources desperately. Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I'm pitching Merciful here, which is a really important card, but I don't want my arc lights to go to soul quite yet. So I am going to save that for later.
Actually, we're in a lot of trouble here. This is actually like a very, 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 very bad place for me right now. You guys can't see my hand. I did not find resources. I did not find them. I can let this hit and have another card flip, but to be honest, I'm betting my entire life on a Scab Skins roll, and that's not worth it.
Wish my Toshar wasn't so slow right now. Because I'm playing through mud.
All right, so there's nothing I can do here, to be honest. We're in a lot of trouble. Actually, so we have to go for it. Set up for the next turn. We have to be able to kill both those cards in one turn. So the only thing I did there was kill Arclight Sentinel, hope that he doesn't draw into a god hand, and then I'm gonna have to deal with Erudition next turn. That's basically all. The only path out of this is to stop his card advantage, which he'll have for probably the next 2.5 turns. So if he draws something stupid here, we're in a lot of trouble. Yeah. So there's a absolute metric shitload of cards in his hand right now. I don't care about 4 health. I care about dealing with what he's gonna throw at me. So I'll take the 4 damage. And the game's getting closer and closer. But our game plan is still the same. It is to hopefully deal with his board state until I have a Blood Rush. And we have Tunic next turn, so that's very important. Ugh. Okay, didn't really want to deal with that. Defend. We have our 7. We're very lucky right now.
No, I think it's worth it here.
Uh-oh.
Definitely worth it here.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm going to get 2 Figments. I'm going to get everything I need here.
I don't even know what he's talking about. That's how dangerous this shit is.
Yeah. So I want to make sure I get Rebirth. And what am I don't have, because I have Gamblers and not Dreamweavers, I probably don't pick the Erudition to put on top of my deck. I could probably take the Triumph. I could take this, which is kind of fun.
You have your graveyard. Oh, yeah, okay. So a bunch of Triumphs.
It's actually, I'm going to put a Triumph back.
Yeah.
Since it's so
yellow Herald of Triumph. Disgusting. Okay.
Wait, what's happening? Why is footsteps on the?
Because I popped it.
Oh, I'm so.
You can redo it, yeah.
Sorry.
It's a 7.
Yeah. I forgot. I have to get Triumph first to not pop.
Oh,
right.
Okay. Yeah, we're in a lot of trouble now. Here comes Triumph. Here comes the big Triumph flame. So not pop. Now he hits. Yes. I only block 2.
I get the Rebirth.
Really interestingly, there is your anti-arsenal card hurt my defensive ability a lot. Okay, so now we're in trouble.
Thinking about what I'm supposed to do here. I think I'm gonna heal.
Okay, now the game is negative for me. Super cool.
I don't want to play that because this is actually pretty awkward because you have the agility.
Yep. Agility is really, really powerful in this matchup unless ALS shows up.
Yeah, like I just can't play this. This is one of the harder decision points here. So like the agility, do I make a second angel here? You're 28. Is loop even enough at this point? Gamblers. If I play this and flip that, I only have 1 in the deck, but I keep these 3 cards and do what on my turn?
It's still your turn.
I know, but I mean, I'm thinking about it because you're just gonna like clean up my board.
Do my best.
My follow-up's just so bad. I'm kind of running out of options here, surprisingly. Okay, so I'm gonna play this.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I'm gonna flip this.
Oh,
feels bad.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Intimidate first, just to make his turn a little bit more awkward if he has a whatever. And now we have the weird choice between Angel of Triumph and Genesis, which I think I always value Genesis higher, but let me banish a card from your hero soul if you do.
The reason say is because the Genesis obviously gets no value, and I'm just drawing to follow up.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna make another agility token to make his turn harder. I could have arsenaled that for a savage feast in the future, but I really just want to make his life harder. That's all I want to do is just make his life a little poquito harder. You know what I mean? Un poquito, just a little harder. We do have to worry about triumph on the table. Oh, cool, another one, super cool. No Fendals. So yeah, if he has it, he has it at this point. Did he vanish?
No.
Yeah. Okay. If he didn't vanish, we're just gonna take 4 here. Let's have a chance at actually winning this game. That is really annoying. That's super annoying. Giving up our helmet here sucks. But he does have figment. Giving up helmet here is really rough if I want to make this effective. Giving up tunic is honestly way more rough in this matchup because Claw is just an anti-phantasm tool. I don't like this play at all. I don't really want to let Triumph live. It's just free value. But I think... And then I have no agility token for next turn. Doesn't make a difference. Honestly, it's fine. Weird decision to make. But with a Might token, I can kill Angel, so sure. We're going for a weird fatigue strategy, even though we're losing.
I am about to lose. I have very little left in my deck to
yeah, it's
push through.
Prism's a weird one where, like, if you treat it as a fatigue matchup, it becomes an interesting game where the Prism has to find the God turn, from what I found.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really think still it's a winning strategy. It's like it's a hopeful strategy still.
what am I doing here? It's another awkward hand. I can probably point to 2 spots I already made mistakes where I felt like that last Genesis. The problem was like I arsenal Genesis and keep 3 heralds, and then I only draw 1 new card.
Ooh, you
like
passing?
Which is really slow and bad, but I should have done it because I've only taken 1 point of health this game. So I should have just let you have your way with me that turn and then played with a Genesis and Ars for the next good follow-up.
I'm making an agility token even though it's not worth very much. Yeah, okay. I mean, like, from my perspective, the only way I've really seen out of the Prism matchup is like to try and fatigue your figments out, because like that's a fair strategy.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably not gonna let this hit. Yeah.
You're correct.
And then I just get 3 damage for free, most likely. Just whittle. You're probably not going to block, and then you're going to want to keep 3 cards. Oh my goodness. Soul Shield makes sense. But at least I got 3 value out of that Soul Shield.
I've blocked a 2 with that before. I just need cards and soul, baby.
Another interesting decision. Yeah, we're not going to pop Gambler's Gloves yet. We are going to, though. We're going to see if we can make it harder to block. So he didn't react immediately. And then we're going to send 6. Get our health back. Make the game more even. Oh, another really interesting point. I'm going to skip Arsenal. That card's not worth it. Ooh, that's fucking trash. Okay. Another one. Pop. Does he have the card? Nope. Okay. Ooh, okay.
Not right now.
Okay. Value the board state. Keep a card in my hand. Keep my... We can't let that card live. See if we get punished. Oh, we don't. Okay. Now we're running... Ooh. Okay. So Merciful goes on the table. It really actually kind of blows for us, to be honest. I would have really liked you to attack me there. We can 50-50 this Blood Rush. I think we 50-50 the Blood Rush. So we're going to go for anti-fatigue here. It worked. More cards in my deck, more 6s in my deck, more health in my deck. Then we're going to play this, and we hit. Only lose 1 health. Now we can actually pressure him a little bit. Patience is a virtue. Although Merciless being alive is not my favorite thing on the planet. Wow, and he's just eating this fucking damage.
No 3rd attack? I think you passed too many times.
Oh. Okay. Eating 10 so far. That's a lot of damage. Now I'm curious if this merciful is gonna bite me in the butt.
Try refreshing the client
What happened?
or the refresh the
Oh,
page.
okay. Oh, here we go. So my bad.
There we
Okay,
go.
so you took. Oh, now I'm so afraid to leave the merciful. It's crazy. The only class in the game where I'm afraid to finish my gigantic blood rush, but we're gonna do it. So 10, bring him down to 5, and now for the rest of the game, if I can afford an attack, he has to block some of it. Yeah, see, now we're in a lot of trouble. Prism wins games from 5, you guys. Prism.
It was actually better for you to kill the merciful.
I figured it was better to kill the merciful, but my instincts were correct, and now we're dead. See,
Hey,
this
that's
is
pretty
this is
neat.
why Prism's a nightmare, dude.
Hey, dude, that's pretty
Oh
neat.
my god! See, this is the punishment you get for not playing by Prism rules. And here's where your gamblers. Yeah, cool.
Okay, sweet.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much the game. There is
Yep.
multi points.
Now I've lost the game, and now I have no gambler's gloves. So for the rest of the game, I'm about to get looped. I'm about to get looped. Yeah, see, like not killing Merciful there is wild. 5 health to 24, and with Genesis and Merciful on the table, I've lost. So now I have to roll every turn, otherwise I lose the game.
Okay. I still got to figure out how I am going to do this.
Yeah, now you have unlimited soul. Now I get looped forever.
I do have unlimited soul, which is nice.
Wait.
Excellent.
I do again. Wow. This is a game losing position. Interesting. I'll stick with my guns, I guess. Do I get looped here? Or can I kill a Genesis? The chances of me. This is a weird. If you guys could see my hand, you'd understand why this is really, really, really challenging.
What do I do? So also interesting. It's just this, right? Like I don't have to be hasty. I got the cards I needed.
Oh, with 3 floating, if you hit right here, then you rebirth, right?
Wait, what?
If you hit right here, you rebirth for sure. Can you already rebirth though? Because you haven't put a card in. No, you did put a card in soul. You can rebirth no matter what, right?
That's not the condition, but no, this does not have go again. And it would cost 2 to flip and 2 more to attack.
Okay. So you can't rebirth. Do I risk everything? I don't know what I do here, to be honest. My chances of drawing a yellow are so low.
Drawing a yellow. Sink below? How dare you?
No, it's an even more dangerous play, dude. It's reckless swing into Beast Within, hoping I draw a yellow to kill your fucking Genesis. That's a wild play, right? But letting this hit is... How detrimental is this? This is the Prism matchup check, where I don't actually know how dangerous this is to let this hit. I truly have no idea. Like, if this hits, how bad is it? I have no idea.
It's pretty good for me.
Yeah. But if I give it my Fendel Spring Tunic...
Also pretty good for me.
That's what I'm saying. It's I either give you the Fendels or I let it hit. Those are my 2 options. Or I risk my entire turn on fucking scab skins with no gambler's gloves while you have yours. Seems like a bad play. I need to kill Genesis. This is bad. This is what I'm saying. I should have killed that Merciful. How bad is this? It's gonna flip. You're gonna draw. You have 4 figments left. 3 figments left.
Oh shit. Sorry. I need to consider, because you let that hit, I need to consider flipping one of my figments over.
Yeah, I need to understand. See, this is the turn that I don't understand with Prism, which is why like I'm expressing how dangerous this matchup is. Like if you don't know what this does, I truly don't know what happens. Like I don't know if it's better to risk my entire turn not killing Genesis or if it's better to let you flip. I do not know the answer.
I think I'm gonna get War because I am gonna flip one of these and then just have it on the board.
And now it's the decision between Genesis and War. I think Genesis is the right answer. But War is kind of wild too. See? Another matchup decision that I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. I feel like I lost on the Blood Rush turn because I got greedy. I feel like I literally lost on 1 turn.
You like getting popped.
Because Merciful. Actually, maybe Merciful was the right option. Merciful might have been the right option there.
How many do I have left?
That's really interesting.
have
In
one.
New Prism, in Old Prism, Merciful was not as high as Genesis, but in New Prism, it might actually be higher.
It in some cases it is higher.
Yeah,
I do think
an interesting thing. Sure. Ooh. Now we're in a weird fatigue matchup. Merciful
Like,
versus
I've played
Bologna.
I've played the Guardian side of the table, Merciful's before Genesis,
Yeah.
because Merciful just gets figments and deals damage that you can't prevent, whereas Genesis just like makes spectral shields,
Yeah.
and those don't do anything with Merciful.
Huh. Damn, this is such a crazy conundrum, though. Okay, so Bologna needs a die because it's infinite attack value. Merciful needs a die because it's infinite. It's just infinite value on soul.
You die to your own poppers.
Yeah, but Bologna is eventually just going to outpace my damage.
And Ravages is dealing 2 arcane.
Yeah, it's like this is shit.
Yeah, unless you have a blood rush right now, it's looking pretty rough.
Yeah. I can take 5 or I can maybe gain 3. This is, yeah, I've lost the game. I lost the game in 1 turn. It's wild. Merciful, that one does 2. That one does 6 value in 1 turn. Oh, I truly don't know what the right answer is. Because Ravages will kill me in 2 turns. Bologna will kill me from defense value.
Can you even kill the angels if you're clawing?
No, but I could kill it with my arsenal.
You could. I got it.
I just don't know what's worth more. I can't attack you. So wait. Let's think about this. So Merciful is worth a soul every turn, which turns on your figments, which is fine. Bologna is worth +2 value next turn, and Ravages is worth +2 value next turn because I don't have Arcane Barrier. And I'm still 1 card away. Your soul is actually more important because you can loot me if I don't kill Ravages. Or if I don't kill Merciful.
I have 4 soul, which is more than enough to end the game. But more importantly, the Merciful will kill you with your own poppers.
Yeah.
At this point, I think because you can only kill 1 thing here. Either way, you're.
No, I lost the game on the Blood Rush turn. I got greedy. I was playing defensive the entire game, and then I just didn't for 1 turn for no reason. I could have just killed it. Because like my win con a long time ago wasn't killing you. I was like 10 cards ahead of you and we had 3 figments or 4 figments left. And now you have all your figments on the table and I lose.
Oops. Yeah, we'll put that in soul. Why not? Get my last one.
Yep, now I've lost. So if I can't manage to wipe the table in the next turn, I lose.
I think you lose this turn.
Yeah, I lose this turn. I lose this turn. And then the last one.
To 1.
Good on the 1, and then I'm 1 Merciful away from losing the game. It's the only option I have. So if you draw Merciful, I lose pretty much. Oh, there's all my blood rushes.
2, 4. Okay, here's the interesting thing.
I think you win this turn. Yeah, you win this turn. Yeah, good game. Yeah, that's a good game.
GG. Yeah, so even if I don't kill you here, I rebirth the Ravages on top, and then I just deal 1 arcane to you.
No, I mean you were literally like, how many cards did you have left in deck? So let's look. Okay, you had 14, and you had basically nothing left. So if I had just not gotten greedy there, I could have probably fatigued you.
So actually on that turn that you did Blood Rush, I had it both ways because I had Tome and Arsenal. No, I drew 2 tomes. Because you intimidated, I would have had to have pitched 1 of the tomes. Yeah. But you would have, like, let's say you claw and then you send Swing Big at the Merciful. That goes to my soul, and then I pop the tome because Vestige is on. Yep. And the next hand that I drew into, it was like ALS Genesis or so. What? No, it was exactly ALS.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think I get whatever I want there. I had to manually play the Genesis because you didn't kill the Merciful, which meant I sacked one of the cards in my hand and kept a tome, and I happened to draw a blue, so I got lucky there. But the blue and the tome turned into 2 yellows and ALS, and ALS was the first card. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
So I think whichever path you choose, that ALS in play, and the Genesis.
Yeah. And then I rolled the 1, which didn't help. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've always tried to like understand if I can fatigue Prism, but like I said, like pretty early on, it's like I don't know if it's the right strategy because there was a long point of the game where I felt like I was good, and then there was the one spike turn where I didn't draw the right cards, I didn't have the answer, and then you just like kind of rolled over me. So it's like
You absolutely can fatigue Prism by just like punishing me. I made some pretty bad plays in this match where I did, and I didn't need to because I was still at like 32 health.
Yeah.
And then you killed it and passed, right? And that's really good to be doing. Unless you have go again, you go face and then kill it. It's even better. But if you're just killing auras, no value out of them, that's really, really, really good for you.
Yeah.
Because I only have 3 passings, 3 Genesis, 3 Merciful. Like once those are gone, I cannot beat you by throwing heralds at you. I just simply cannot. So I actually think you can fatigue in the scenarios where I played 2 ALSs and 2 Genesis with almost no value.
Yeah.
But last one of each of those got me so much value that I caught back up.
And I pitched
when you
I pitched a blood rush early to kill one of those things, and I feel like I could have been a little bit like less greedy, or I guess more greedy there, maybe pocketed it and held the card and let you have an angel early. I don't know, because I drew my last 2 blood. So I pitched 1 blood rush down, and this last hand I drew them both. So one was at the literal bottom of the deck. One got me 20 value, and then the other one I pitched away very early. And so I feel like even if I'm trying to fatigue you, I have to put up enough pressure to make your hands less valuable. Like I need you to block somewhere.
I do feel like I could have caught on a little bit. I just had so much health. I didn't need to keep dropping my auras to distract you.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's correct to like, here's a Genesis, maybe I'll trigger it once and then you just kill it. And like that can be good enough to just stall and get.
Yeah.
But I did plays like that too many times where you were not pressuring me and I could have just waited as long as I really wanted to.
Yeah. I kind of gave you too much agency, I think, this game. I think I gave you way too much agency.
The matches where I'm most uncomfortable are when my opponent goes really fast at face, but knows when they need to slow down and kill angels.
Yeah, I think I gave you too much of just the killing because you were like, okay, fine, I'll set up, I'll get big. All right, well that was it.
I think the mistake they make is they go face and then they don't switch. They're not capable of just stay. They go, well, I got him low, I'll finish him off, and that's where you lose.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the blood, I think of the game plan died. Damn, Prism's wild, dude. Like I don't want to play you in Pro Quest season at all.
Super fun. The deck is very powerful, and it's also very fun to play because you get to draw all your cards like every game. Like you get to put really cool art all over the table, and you get to touch all your cards. And there's a lot of moving pieces, so she's really, really fun to play. A little bit fragile and has a really big skill curve, but she's very rewarding if you master the deck.
Huh. All right, well, you guys, Justin's a beast. He just clapped me pretty heavily, actually. I mean, 5-0 seems pretty close, but honestly, in a Prism game, it's not. I was like 5 turns there at the end, basically lost the game. So go play Prism and destroy your armories at home. Make people hate the game. ALS looped them into the floor, and I think us brute players have actually to be something to be very worried about because I tried pretty hard there. I tried pretty hard. All right, thanks, Justin.
Yeah,
let's play some more games so I don't lose the Prism on my Pro Quest.
Anytime.
Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody.